Sponsored by AwesomeDrinks.com. Use coupon code GREEN14 and save 15% on everything you buy.
Welcome to Sunday Night Shooters. I am your host, Derek Sherwood. Dang it, that hurt. Today, I don't even need ice. So these, they ain't gonna do me any good. We're making the QF shooter. QF. I have no idea what it means, but apparently it's popular in Australia. This recipe is submitted by Mitchell in Australia. So, it's a Sunday episode, popular in Australia. Seems like something we need to do. We can get all these ingredients here, so there you got that. But I'm guessing if you're in Australia, what you're probably going to be using is Midori, Kahlua, Bailey's. In this case, I'm using Midori, Kimura, Coole Swan for a couple of reasons. I like Coole Swan better. Nothing against Bailey's. I'm out of Kahlua. That happens. There's only two things I don't have, and it's Kahlua and peach schnapps. And Midori, because it's green. And again, we're getting closer to St. Patrick's Day. Super close. So it seems like this would probably be what people will be celebrating with. It's 3/4 of an ounce of everything. It's equal parts. The problem is my glass is kind of, besides the fact it's a little distorted, because this is one of the ones, our limoncello glasses that we sell, but I take the ones that are messed up and just keep them. So you can get those at Awesome Drinks. They just won't be all weird like that. I'm going to do, let's say, ½ ounce. This is a 3 ounce, I mean, it's a 2 ounce glass. ½ ounce, that's an ounce and a half. There's going to be a little rum in there, whatever. You know what, I'll go a ½ ounce and then some rum. AKA a whole ounce. 1, 2, 3, I can't do that. A little bit under. As long as I can get in equal parts, then we should be good. Oh, we're going to do, no, we're going to do them in the right order. Dang it. They want us to do them in this order. And by they, I mean Mitchell. He said, pour Irish cream first. So we'll pour the Irish cream first. It'll be a little green, that's all. Whoa. Oh yeah. Bottom is thicker than top, so equal parts is going to look a little awkward. Coffee. Now these two ingredients together aren't that abnormal. Most people will have had Kahlua and whatnot with Bailey's. Oh, we're gonna need extra rum. Oh, there we go. That'll work. They like envelop each other. It's inside of it. It looks just like one, but there's other ones kind of floating around inside. And here's the, whoa, I'm making a mess. Here's the thing about layering. Besides the fact, ooh, it tastes really good. Besides the fact that this isn't necessarily a layered design, if you leave this for like an hour, they will start to layer on their own. So you're going to see probably the coffee come to the top, maybe the Irish cream. It doesn't look like it's going to, though. And then, now the Irish cream will sink down. The Midori maybe a bit lower. And usually you can, yeah, of course, this is going to be induced. This is like a sugar induction. And the way it works is that the ones that have the sugar tend to weigh the most. So they fall to the bottom. The ones that are cream tend to rise. The cream rises, right? And then the ones that have more alcohol will rise over those. And this probably has more than the rest. 20%? I don't think so. Yeah, it does. So it may separate, but it may just kind of become more of a cloudy separation between them. To get a harder line, you'd want to use something that's super heavy and something super light. Grenadine and vodka. You can basically free pour vodka on top of grenadine, and it's just going to float on top of it. It's like a floor. You can, if you do a slow pour, you can slow pour vodka on top of water. It will integrate eventually because water is dense, but vodka's less. They'll still start to fall into each other. So let's just suck this down and see how it goes, huh? The thing to note, I've been using Coole Swan to build them the recipe book. Irish cream of any type does have a good kick of alcohol to it. So while the cream rounds it out, it's very tasty and it's very chocolate coffee-esque coffee ice cream type thing. The melon really hits at the end, and I think it's because you're distracted by the alcohol. Then let's give it a 6. And then the cream coats your tongue. So it's really hard, I think, for that Midori to penetrate. On top of it, cream is kind of sweet. So you're not getting a massive abundance of sweetness from Midori. You're just getting a little bit of a tickling of melon. So it's not... I was afraid it was going to be very Midori-centric, but I just don't see that as the case. Let's see, we'll mix whatever's remaining in here and see what happens. Even with the potency, even with the cream and Midori, where the Midori is pretty much everything I just put in there, still doesn't have a lot of sweet impact. And I blame the coating of the cream. That can happen. And it will also happen, we don't have that in this case, but if you have a lot of acidity, you'll find that the lower, and I'm going to do an entire episode kind of around this on pairing specific things for texture and flavor. But Coole Swan, like many products, and you'll learn this if you start making cream-based recipes with Coole Swan or Bailey's or whatever, is because cream has the casein in it, that's the protein, and it sits inside of here. Which is why this reflects white, is because it bounces off and reflects color, reflects light rather. When you bring down the pH, the little casein starts to collect together, and they start to bond in random orders, and they clump together, and we call that curdling. So if you start mixing Coole Swan with something that brings the pH down, something with acidity like, let's say, sour mix, straight lemon, cement mixer, anything that has something that bring the pH down, it's going to cause the casein to start to clump together. And once that happens, the texture isn't exactly what you wanted. It also happens faster if this is at room temperature or hot. The reaction will be faster. Very similar to putting an egg on, in a pan, and it goes from a clear egg white to a white egg white because of the same style of process. So you got to be careful what you mix it with. In this case, that cream stays a cream and it coats your mouth. If it gets any thicker, that coating might get a little weird texture. In this case, you don't get that. So there's obviously not that much acidity within here, which is probably why it works good in a Midori sour, because if you had acidity in here with a Midori sour, it would just be even more sour, and it would probably taste kind of astringent or something. So thanks, Mitchell, for that simple, easy to make shot that gives Midori a chance to give you the melon flavor instead of just the super sweet attack. And when coffee doesn't fit in a cocktail, it always fits, especially shooters. Nice coffee cake or coffee ice cream like flavor in the finish. So it's like a room temperature ice cream melted with melon. That, my friend, can't let that go to waste. Ooh, whoa, like a Midori mudslide or something. I don't know what the hell's in there. Besides that. So there you go. Question of the day. Let's see. Never mind. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know what they're talking about over there. Doesn't sound good at all. Good question of the day. Let's see. First, what are you doing for St. Patrick's Day this year? Going out to the bar? Going to get cocktails? Most people, including myself, if I was to go out for St. Patrick's Day, I feel like I would be getting beers. Cocktails might be a very fast way to end the night. And typically you've got to kind of last longer because people keep staying out. So what are you doing for St. Patrick's Day? Me, I'm doing nothing. It's the middle of the week. I got crap to do. I don't have time for this. I don't got time for that. So for me, probably nothing. I record all my shows ahead of time so that I don't have to worry about St. Patrick's Day. I'm celebrating it right this minute. It's happening right here. So what are you doing for St. Patrick's Day? Secondly, what's your favorite color? Thirdly, what is your favorite colored drink? Fourthly, I really was just going to keep going until I couldn't think of anything. Hey, I got one. What is your favorite other YouTube channel? If you're on YouTube and you subscribe to the show, there's a good chance that you watch another show. I'm going to guess most people are going to say, I'm going to go with Probably PewDiePie, because it's #1 show on YouTube, so obviously there's got to be somebody who likes that. I don't get it myself, but whatever. There's going to be those that like Tipsy Bartender, and they're going to be like, oh, Tipsy Bartender's awesome, better than you, whatever. I talk with John all the time, so, we know where we stand. What are some of the other shows out there that you guys are interested in? Maybe it's not even alcohol related. If you look under my sidebar in my channel, I usually put a bunch of the ones that you should check out. I know Tipsy's in there. There's at least 2 or 3 other shows, Cocktail Spirits with Robert Hess and Jamie Boudreau and some of those guys. That's out there. What are some of the channels that you just watch in general? And are there any cocktail channels you watch as well? Answer it up. Give me any of them. I don't care. And no, I don't consider any of them competition, because there is enough time for everybody to watch every channel they like. That's just the way it works. It's like a DVR. You can go watch 5 of our shows, then watch 5 of Tipsy's, then go watch Robert Hess a couple times, then go watch some other shitty bartender shows. It doesn't matter. What are you guys watching? Or maybe you watch Epic Mealtime, something like that. Or I watch, a lot of mine are more marketing, internet marketing, YouTube marketing, so like Real SEO and YouTube creator channels, stuff like that. Answer it. Hey, do you guys watch any food channels? I'm curious about that, because there's a lot of synergy between me or cocktail and food. That's it. Sunday Night Shooters is finished. You can go get yourself, of course, the limoncello cordial glasses. I hope to get another type of cordial glass very soon. Some other things I just got in. These guys here. Hopefully they'll be up. Oh, they better be up by the time this posts. Boomtown Bitters, Proa Bitters, Colonial Cocktail Bitters. I ordered them. They're upstairs in a box. I gotta take some photos. Also, got some cocktail rimmers I haven't posted that I've had in stock for a while that I haven't put out there. I can't remember what the margarita rimming, Bloody Mary rimming, and something else. Also, just something to think about. For those that want to make Bloody Marys, I have all the stuff for the Scrappy's Bitters contest. So, I'm going to be looking for, and think about this, seriously think, I'm going to be looking for 12 people. And I will be hand-picking some of them. I have the choice in who I can pick. I know the people who create really good cocktails. Cody, Woodman, I know Peter's got some stuff out there, and he'll probably be in this, I'm guessing. There are people who have submitted cocktails that do this, and they're serious about it. I want people looking serious about this, because I have a case, so that's 12 Scrappy's Habanero Bitters, the hot ones, Firewater, and 12 celery bitters. And I'm going to be looking for 12 people. I'm going to send them the bitters if they don't have them and they can't get them. And I want you to make a cocktail. It has to be a Bloody Mary cocktail. It has to be common man theme, meaning don't get super crazy. If you're going to use some exotic mixing method or something, don't use exotic ingredients. If you're going to use a really exotic ingredient, don't use crazy other things. Try and focus it on something that more of our viewers can create, because that's the value. Creating a cocktail only you can create and I can create, it's not nearly as much fun as sharing it with the community. So think about it. I'm going to be announcing that in the future very soon. I finally, I think, got out all my Lewis bags. So I'm going to be looking for that as one of our next contests where there's some stuff to give away. I'm thinking as a reward for the winner of that, maybe we would do one of these. These never come apart for me. Oh, sweet. The French, or whatever you call them, Parisian shaking. I haven't figured that out yet, though. The other thing I happen to get, and I've got to figure out a prize for, is Grateful Dead tiki glasses. Deadhead tiki glass. I bought a lot of them, so I'm going to be putting them in the store, and I want to be able to give a couple away. So when you see them, you're going to be like, what the hell? That's awesome. Think about that. That's it. We're done. I've taken enough of your time today. Go watch another YouTube channel. Head over to everydaydrinkers.com. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Recipe at everydaydrinkers.com for all your recipes. Patreon.com/CMC to donate to the show and keep us living and breathing and eating and keeping the lights on. We are done. We're teaching you how to drink.
Keep